Hey guys, this is Rob from Brain Buffet, and I just wanted to give you my quick tips of what I've discovered with ScreenFlow. Now, ScreenFlow is my preferred software for recording screencasts on the Mac OS. It's a great piece of software, the price is affordable, everything about it is pretty awesome. So right now I am showing you the screen that you get, and I don't think I can, it's this one that's grayed out because I am in the middle of a recording right now. But this is where you go, configure recording, to get this particular screen. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that our audio is getting nice, good levels. You should see these green bars kind of poking up to about the halfway mark. Is probably a pretty safe spot for that meter to be kind of poking up. Now, if your volume is really, really low on your videos, and I'll show you how that looks in just a second. But what you want to do is under your Apple menu, you're going to go to System Preferences and go to Sound. And here you're going to go to Input and choose your microphone. This is the microphone that I totally recommend. I love this microphone. This and the Rode Podcaster are both amazing. The AT2020 has a little bit of a warmer sound, and it is a side address mic. And just that part makes some people uncomfortable. Make sure you're talking into the side, not into the end of an AT2020. You want to talk into where you see the blue light glowing. But once I'm in here, what I want to do is I want to just look and make sure that as I'm speaking, that this little input level meter, that occasionally I see it pop up way up here, up high, but I generally want it kind of appearing, just kind of like ending right here at this third mark from the top. That's given me a really, really good, strong signal without clipping. When I get here, it can be a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of close this. This looks about right. So my input level looks good here, and it looks pretty good here. So what I'm going to do is stop this video, and then in just a second you're going to see it switch into Camtasia so that you can see what the waveforms look like. And I want to make sure that you have a really good idea of what it should look like and what to watch out for. And I'm going to talk really loud here for a second. I can see it popping into the red so that you can see the waveforms and how bad this looks on my screen. So now you can see that I'm actually in ScreenFlow, and this is the video that I just recorded. And you can see the waveforms here. And is there a way I can make this larger? I would love to make this area bigger. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. So now, do you see how when I talked really loud, you see how it's showing red here? You do not want to see red in your waveform. This means that it's clipping. It's going to sound kind of distorted and yucky. So what you want to do is, you can see that I have some peaks that are getting here into the black. That's kind of like a little bit, actually, and I think they're just black because they're so pointy. So this is really safe. I'm not seeing any red, but when I start to see red tips, then it's going to sound really, really bad. And you will hear that as you watch this video. And I get to the point where I'm talking loud, you heard that it kind of was, it's called overdriven, where it gets that distorted, terrible noise. So once we're in, you can always check your waveforms. You want them to be nice and fat. This looks great over here. This is maybe, this actually is all looking really, really good. So this is a really, really good recording, except for this section here where it's obviously overdriven. So that's pretty much all you need to know. You want your audio to look great like that. We also tend to recommend recording your screen, set your screen resolution to 720p. And the reason, which is 1280 by 720. And the reason that we do that is that when you're recording the software, then, the buttons will all be a little bit easier. And if somebody's watching a video, they'll be able to see everything on the screen really well. If it's teeny tiny, especially if they don't have the video going full screen, which many people don't when they watch tutorials, everything's so small that they just can't follow along. So that's it for our recommendations for ScreenFlow. Watch out for red tips. It looks really great with hairstyles on people, but not so good to have the red tips on your audio signals in ScreenFlow.